Once upon a time in that village, the whole village was rich, but there was only one poor person. The whole village called that poor farmer Nyan Nong. He was so poor that he didn't and hash 39 t even have a cow, and he also didn't and hash 39 t have the money to buy a cow. The couple just wanted to have a cow. One time he said to his wife, "I just thought of it. We have a relative who is a carpenter. We came and told him to make a wooden calf, then have it colored like the other calves. Then the calf will grow into a cow." The farmer and number 39's wife came to tell her relatives. The carpenter carved the wood, then smoothed the wooden calf, then colored it to resemble the other calves. The wooden calf bowed its head as if it was grazing. Early in the morning, the shepherd took the cow out to the pasture. Seeing the shepherd, the farmer called out, "Hey shepherd, I have a calf, but it is still small, so I have to carry it with me to the pasture." The shepherd replied, "Yes, that and number 39's fine." Then he took the calf under his armpit and placed it in the pasture. The calf stood still and began to graze. Seeing that, the shepherd said, "Great, if it can eat grass, it will definitely be able to run." At dusk, the shepherd returned from herding the cows. He said to the calf, "Stand and eat until you are full. Now you can walk on all fours. I don't and number 39's have to carry you home under my armpit anymore." Uncle Farmer stood at the door waiting for his calf. When the shepherd and the woman passed by, but did not see the calf, the farmer asked. The shepherd replied, "The calf is still in the pasture. It was grazing, so it didn't and hash 39 t come back with me." Uncle Farmer said, "Oh my God, I have to go and take him home." So the two went out to the pasture, but someone stole the calf. The shepherd said, "Maybe the calf ran away somewhere." Uncle Farmer said, "In my opinion, that and number 39's not the case." Then he led the shepherd to the village chief. The village chief accused the shepherd of negligence and ordered him to pay with a cow. Now the farmer and his wife have the cow they have long dreamed of. The couple was extremely happy. But because there was no barley for the cows had to be killed shortly after. Reserve salted meat. He sold the cowhide in the city to get money to buy a calf. While passing the windmill, the farmer saw a crow with a broken wing. Feeling pity, he lifted it and put it on the cowhide. The weather suddenly became windy and the rain poured down, so he had to take shelter in the windmill. Only the miller and number 39's wife was at home. She told Mr. Nong, "I lay down to rest on that pile of straw." Then she offered him bread spread with cheese. The farmer finished eating, then lay back on the pile of straw. The cowhide was right next to him. The miller and number 39's wife looked and thought. He was tired, so he went to sleep immediately. Just then the priest arrived. The miller and number 39's wife warmly welcomed him and said, "My husband is not at home. We can eat and drink a little." The farmer listened to them talk to each other and knew that the miller and number 39's wife took out wine, cakes, grilled meat and salad to eat and drink with the priest. He was angry because he had only been invited to eat bread and cheese before. The two had just sat at the table when they heard a knock on the door. The miller and number 39's wife said, "Oh my God, it and number 39's my husband again." She immediately hid the grilled meat in the fireplace, the bottle of wine under the pillow, the salad on the bed, and the cake hidden under the bed, hiding the priest in the closet. After finishing, she opened the door for her husband and said, "Thank God you were able to get home." Heavy rain and strong winds seemed to want to sweep everything away. Seeing the stranger lying on a pile of straw, her husband asked, "Who is lying there?" The wife replied, "Ah, that was a passerby. During the heavy rain and wind, he came in to ask for shelter. I gave him some buttered bread and told him to lie temporarily on a pile of straw." Husband said, "Well, that and number 39's fine, but make me some food. I and number 39 am hungry." Wife replied, "We only have bread and cheese left at home." Husband said, "Bread spread with cheese is fine." Husband looked at the stranger lying on the straw, then called, "Wake up, come out and eat with me for fun." Without having to wait for the second time to be said, Mr. Nha Nong stretched his arms, stood up and sat down to eat together. The miller saw a cowhide on top of the straw. Curious, he asked, "Hey, what do you have?" Uncle Farmer replied, "There is a prophet in there." "So can the prophet predict for me?" "Why not?" But the prophet only told 4 things. The 5th thing is kept. The miller became curious. Uncle said, "Well, let me guess." The farmer pressed the prophet and number 39's neck and he cried, "And quat. Cuckoo crow." "And quat?" Uncle said. The first thing he said was that the wine was under the pillow. The miller said, "That and number 39's good, ISN and #39, it?" Then he turned over the pillow and saw wine. Uncle said, "Continue talking." The farmer pressed the crow again, then said, the second thing he said was that the meat was roasting in the fireplace. The miller said, "That and number 39's good, ISN and #39, it?" Then he went back to the fireplace and found the roast. The farmer let the crow continue to predict. Uncle said, the third thing he said was that the salad was on the bed. The miller said, "That and number 39's good, ISN and #39, it?" Then he went back to the bed and saw the salad. Finally, the farmer pressed the crow and number 39's neck again to make it cry. Then he said, the fourth thing he said was that the cakes were under the bed. The miller said, "That and number 39's good, ISN and #39, it?" He went to the bed and saw the cake under the bed. Then the two sat at the dining table. The miller and number 39's wife was frightened, went straight to bed, covered herself with a blanket, and held the keys in her hand. The miller was anxious to know the 5th thing. The farmer said, "First, let and number 39's leisurely eat these 4 things. The 5th thing is bad news." After eating, the two sat down to bargain. If they said the 5th thing, how much would the windmiller pay? Finally, both agreed on 300 taler, 300 denarii. The farmer pressed hard on the crow and number 39's neck, making it cry loudly, and quat, "Crow, crow." "And quat?" the miller asked. "What does it say?" The farmer said, "He said, there is a demon hiding in the closet." The miller said, "Demons must leave the house quickly." The miller and number 39's wife gave the key to the farmer to open the cupboard. The priest ran half dead out of the gate of his house. The miller said, "It is true that I saw the black shadow running out of the cupboard with my own eyes." At dawn the next day, the farmer disappeared carrying 300 thalers. Having money, Mr. Farmer hired a worker to build a house. The house looks more spacious and beautiful than other houses in the village. Seeing that, the farmer in the village said, "The farmer must have been there before. Snow is pure gold. He can sweep money with a broom." The farmer was called to meet the village chief and asked where his wealth came from. Uncle replied, "I sold the cowhide in the city for 300 thalers. Knowing that news, farmers in the village competed to kill cows for their skin, hoping to sell it for a lot of money. The village chief said, "We must let my daughter lead the group." Arriving in the city, she gave the cowhide to sell to the merchant. The merchant only pays 3 thaler. The following people could not sell up to 3 thalers. The merchant said, "It and number 39. Easy for someone to buy this pile of cowhides." The farmers in the village were angry about Uncle Nyan Nong and number 39's deception of their family and sought revenge. They sued the village chief about it. The innocent farmer was voted by the villagers to be sentenced to death by being locked in a large wine barrel with holes in it, then rolling the barrel into the river. The farmer was led to the place of execution. A priest will read the scriptures. At first glance, the farmer immediately recognized the priest as the priest who lived with the miller and number 39's wife. He said to the priest, "Before, I saved you from the cupboard, now please save me from the wine barrel." At that moment, the shepherd driving the flock of sheep passed by. The farmer still knew that the shepherd wanted to be the village chief. Suddenly he said loudly, "I won and number 39's do it, even if the whole world wants it. I won and number 39's do it." When the shepherd heard that, he asked, "What do you plan to do? What do you not like doing?" Uncle Farmer said, "They told me to sit in the wine barrel. They will elect me as village chief. I Don and number 39's want to do it." The shepherd said, "If that and number 39's the only way to become village chief, let me sit in the wine barrel." Uncle Farmer said, "Just sit down and you will immediately become the village chief." The shepherd was delighted and immediately sat down in the wine barrel. Mr. Farmer closed the lid of the box. Then he drove the sheep to continue. The priest returned to the village to announce that he had recited the requiem prayer. At that time, the villagers came to the execution site and rolled into the river. The shepherd said loudly, "I want to be the village chief." The villagers thought the farmer was in the barrel. They said, "It and number 39's okay. But when is it underwater?" Then they rolled the wine barrel into the river. After finishing their work, they went back to the village and saw the farmer who was busy bringing back the sheep. They were very surprised, so they asked, "Uncle Farmer, where did you come from?" "From the river?" Uncle Farmer replied, "Of course. When I reached the bottom of the river, I kicked the lid of the box and got out. Before my eyes are grasslands with many sheep. I gathered a bunch for myself." The villagers asked, "Are there many sheep left?" The farmer replied, "Oh my, there and number 39's so much, the whole village can and number 39's take it all." So the villagers arranged to meet to get sheep. Everyone wants to get themselves a flock of sheep. The village chief said, "Let me get it first." So the whole village gathered together to invite each other down to the river. In the blue sky suddenly appeared clouds that looked like sheep and number 39's wool. The clouds reflected on the water surface. The villagers saw them and said, "There are sheep at the bottom of the river." The village chief crept forward and said, "Let me go down first to see what and number 39's going on. If that and number 39's true, I and number 39'll call everyone." The village chief jumped into the water with a thud. The villagers heard it and thought it was calling in Quat, "Come down," and Quat. The whole village jumped into the river. All drowned. The rich person now is the farmer. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.